But the thing is, and my boss is a insane Guns N' Roses fan, like just massive. And the fact that you were in the November Rain video, he's going to shit himself. But uh, what do you think about the fact that with Guns N' Roses, there's so many like rumors and stories? Like, do you think that Axl's sort of media silence has backfired in a way, and that it's caused more rumors about him?
I don't know. Me and Axel were very close, and I haven't heard from him for many years. Duff, I heard from maybe a week ago. Slash and I occasionally contact each other on social media. I am excited to see them when they tour this next time. I will go see them play. I don't know. I think all Axel needs to do is just get himself in shape, come back, and just like kick everybody's ass. You know, I mean, we live in an era right now where a musician can say the slightest thing and it can go on social media and change so many different times till it's not the story that it was at all. You know, I mean, now we have Jakey Lee saying how he was supposed to replace Mick Mars and Mick Mars is a racist and this. I'm like, what you're saying? Who cares? You know, I don't believe any of that, but you know, it's just anybody can just come out and say anything, and then one of those little social media sites will pick up on it, and there it's all over the place. You know, I'll tell you the one thing: the thing about the Cat House Hollywood podcast is nobody's going to say, "Well, these timelines are wrong, and this didn't really happen, and that didn't really happen." Everything on this show happened the way we saw it happen. The only exception is the Izzy Stradlin Charisse story that I think was in episode 4 or 5. Um, I talked to Charisse, and Charisse told her story a little bit differently about what happened at the Cat House, and I believe that her story might even be more accurate. So we're going to have Charisse on the Cat House podcast pretty soon too, and it's not to slam Vince or talk about the dirt; it's to talk about the Cat House and that feud and just everything else. So
And this one sort of last Guns N' Roses Motley Crue notice for anyone that hasn't heard the podcast yet. But Ricky actually watched The Dirt with Gilby Clarke,
yes,
and then they recorded their reaction to it straight after. So like, what? It's Guns N' Roses talking Motley Crue. Get fucking listed.
yeah, that was a fun. That was it. That was I didn't even make it an episode. I just said it was a bonus one. And I went to LA, and I've known Gilby longer than almost any. I think I've known Gilby longer than I've known Tammy. And so we went over to my friend Keith's house, and we watched the Dirt. And then I said, Gilby, can I just turn the microphone on? Let's talk about the Dirt. And he's like, yeah. And there were certain parts of the Dirt that were not correct, like especially Motley Crue's first show. But it's still we both appreciated the movie, and it wasn't a documentary. And at the very least, what I hope the Dirt's going to do is get kids to listen to some of those old Motley Crue albums, because holy crap, I love Shout at the Devil, and I love the first record as well. So you know, yes, there are some certain timelines that are wrong and certain things, but it's not a documentary, and there's parts that are goofy in it. But I thought the movie was fine. I thought it was fine. I mean, there's a lot of anytime anybody watches a movie about rock and roll, and it doesn't matter if it's The Dirt or if it's Lords of Chaos, I think that's good.